A brave firefighter was 9 months pregnant when she encountered a traumatic ordeal. It revealed her true heroism and reminded many people about the phenomenal strength of women. Megan Warfield and her boyfriend Joshua Darty were public servants working hard to keep the people in their Maryland community safe. The firefighter and paramedic power couple were excited at the prospect of welcoming a baby into the world. Warfield was restricted to doing only desk work to protect herself and her unborn baby. The brave firefighter couldn't wait to meet her little miracle. She had no idea that shortly before the birth something unexpected would happen. Warfield and her mother were on their way home in October 2022 after a memorial golf tournament in honor of her late dad, when they were involved in a terrible accident. Warfield's passion for helping others was evident, and she refused to let her pregnancy and approaching labor contractions prevent her from saving someone in need. The multi-car crash worried many people, and Warfield immediately checked to see if she and her mother were okay. Thankfully, they had no injuries, so Warfield's firefighting instincts kicked in. Warfield did not sit in the car and wait for emergency assistance. Instead, she walked around the accident scene to see how she could help. At 9 months pregnant, she found herself beside a car that had overturned and knew she needed to do something. "I realized that the car in front of us had flipped and that there was someone trapped inside," Warfield recalled. Warfield was in the process of climbing into the vehicle to rescue the trapped passenger when she stopped herself. During an October 13 broadcast, the young mother said, "I started to climb in there with her, but then I was like, 'What are you doing? You're 9 months pregnant.' I ended up holding on to her to keep her in place because I wasn't sure of her injuries at the time." Warfield's passion for helping others was evident, and she refused to let her pregnancy and approaching labor contractions prevent her from saving someone in need. The firefighter waited with the trapped passenger, doing her best to keep the woman calm. Warfield described the ordeal as a pretty traumatic event, and she was surprised by her cramping. Once the adrenaline from the ordeal wore off, she was very uncomfortable and stunned at how she managed to assist someone else while in her condition. One of the first paramedics on the scene was Warfield's boyfriend. Doherty assisted other people before checking on his partner, and he quickly realized she needed medical attention. Warfield was sent to Johns Hopkins Hospital in Baltimore for an examination. To her shock, the accident had unforeseen repercussions. It had induced labor. Her unborn baby was moved into a sideways position, and about 23 hours after the crash, Warfield gave birth. Thankfully, baby Charlotte was perfectly healthy and lucky to have such a heroic mom. Miraculously, there were no fatalities following the crash. Fire Chief Joanne Runn was proud of Warfield and shared, "We take pride in our dedicated fire and EMS personnel. Not only do they give their all when they are on duty, but also when they are off duty." The fire department was delighted by the news of Warfield's successful birth, and they called her a true public servant. Chief Fire Officer Shannon Stallings noted that he was in awe of Warfield because she acted so heroically just weeks away from her due date. He added, "It blew my mind. You don't see that every day." There was not a single doubt in Warfield's mind. Helping people was what she was meant to do, and she was honored to have been able to do so. The woman's bravery and selflessness touched netizens. Many praised her actions and called her a true hero that put her needs aside for the greater good. A superhero that doesn't wear a cape. Congratulations, Joanne Poverzenik-Wilson, October 13, 2022. Wow. First off, congratulations on the baby, and secondly, thank you for being a great person. I'm glad to know you're in our community helping when people are in need. Jason Tudor, October 5, 2020. 2-2 just goes to show how strong a woman can be. Aguirre Mike, October 13, 2022. Thankfully, Megan and her baby are doing good. Prayers to everyone involved. Megan and many like her prove there are still a lot of caring and wonderful people. We don't thank our first responders enough for always putting their lives on the line. Deborah Dolan, October 5, 2020. 2022. Warfield displayed her undeniable heroism and courage, putting others first, even though she was 9 months pregnant. The mother believed any firefighter would have done the same thing. Nonetheless, we applaud her and wish her many safe and happy years together with her beautiful family. Well done, Supermom.